When a drawing is described as to scale, it means that each element in that drawing is in the same proportion related to the real or proposed thing. It is smaller or indeed larger by a particular percentage. If something is drawn to scale, we expect that it has been drawn or printed to a common scale that is used as standard in the construction industry, such as 1:1, 1:10, or 1:100. In the real world, 1 meter is equal to 1 meter, but a drawing at a scale of 1:10 means that the object is 10 times smaller than in real-life scale, which is 1:1. As the numbers in the scale get bigger, the elements in the drawing actually get smaller. For example, an object at the scale of 1:50 would be bigger than the same object at the scale of 1:100. What scale should you use? The scales to be used generally depends on the size of the object to be fitted into a paper. In location plans, the most often used scales are 1:1250, 1:1000, and 1:500. For site plans, 1:200 is the scale mostly used. For plan drawings such as floor plans, elevation, and sections, 1:100 or 1:50 are the most used scales depending on the size of the drawing and the paper to be used. Smaller drawings such as room plans, interior elevations, and detail drawings use bigger scales. Such 1:20 or 1:10.
A scale is shown as a ratio. For example, 1:100. At this scale, the object is 100 times smaller than in real-life scale. You could also say 1 unit in the drawing is equal to 100 units in real life. So, if we were drawing a table that measured 100 centimeters wide by 200 centimeters long, at a scale of 1:100, you would draw the table 1 centimeter wide by 2 centimeters long on your piece of paper.
Scale rulers are also used to help someone guide with scaling. They have varying number of scales on them depending on their intended use. Let's look at converting a scale drawing to a different scale. You can consider changing the scale of a drawing by a decimal factor or by a percentage. For example, let's imagine that we have a drawing at 1:50, but we want to amend the scale to show that drawing at 1:200. A drawing at 1:200 is 4 times larger than a drawing at 1:50. Therefore, we would need to increase the size of the drawing 4 times. Scaling is a complicated concept. It is confusing and takes a lot of math and conversion. But once you learned the concept of it, it would be a piece of cake for you to adjust drawings on different scales. Not to mention that there are also tools to help you scale, such as Scaling Ruler or even Search Scale Conversion on the internet. We only need to be wise and choose the best and easiest way to scale an object.